So, sorry to sort of start this off on a rather serious note, but growing up as a child, I was diagnosed with a disorder by psychologists with a condition called LSS. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the terminology, LSS stands for little shit syndrome. And so one morning in third grade, I woke up and thought, you only live once. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to play hooky today. And so I brainstormed and I devised this sort of intricate, well-thought-out plan. And what I did was I went up to my mom's door when she was getting ready for work in the morning, and I wrote her a note. And in that note, I said, "Hey, Mom, I left for school already, so don't worry." Now, I know what many of you were thinking, completely foolproof. Spoiler alert, wasn't. And so I left that on her doorknob, and I went back to my room to find a place to hide. And and so luckily my bed has a pull-out bed underneath it, for like another mattress, but the mattress wasn't there, so it was this perfect storage capacity for a body. And not a red flag at all. So I hid inside this body drawer, and I'm sort of lying on two planks, and I'm waiting there, and I hear my mom find the note, and from what I could tell, she didn't buy it. And so I thought I'd make the best decision and stay put. And so I'm waiting underneath my bed for about an hour until a worker man type of guy comes in my room, and he starts dismantling my doorknob. And I'm thinking, that's not fair. She hasn't found me yet. She's already getting started on my punishment. And so spontaneous Alberto peeps his head out underneath from the body drawer and says to the worker man, "Hey, you, what are you doing to my doorknob?" And the guy looks at me in astonishment, as one would in this type of situation, and says, "Oh, well, I'm just replacing it. What are you doing?" And I say to him, "Oh, I'm hiding from my mom under here. So if you see her, don't tell her I'm in here." And give it about 15 minutes, and my mom starts, she comes upstairs frantically, looking for me, and she says to the guy, "Hey, you, have you seen a skinny, scrawny little boy about yay high, running around here?" And the guy turns to her and says, "Nope." I haven't seen him. And so at this point, I'm pretty satisfied with my ability to manipulate a full-grown adult at such a young age. And so, he finishes up and he leaves, and I'm lying on the two planks underneath my bed in the body drawer. And, it's kind of dusty in here, and I'm waiting there. Another hour goes by, and, I'm getting kind of stuffy, a little itchy, And, I wait there, another hour, and at this point my back hurts. It's like, really uncomfortable in here. For some reason, preferable than school, but, And so by the time I start getting, a little hungry, I decide, yeah, it's about time I come out. And so I make my way outside from the body drawer. Last time I'll reference it like that. And I go towards my door, and I start hearing these just loud, thunderous, unfamiliar steps coming up the stairway. And before I know it, I'm face to face with a very large individual dressed in all blue with a very shiny object on his chest. And as I'm looking up at this police officer, he's looking down at me and he says, "Are you Albert Busch?" And I say, "Yeah." And I swear this imagery will forever resonate in my memory. He takes his radio and goes, "We got him." And it was really at this moment I knew I fucked up. And so another, a female police officer comes in and she sits me down, she talks to me, and she says, "Albert, your mom thought you were dead. Like, this was bad. When she comes in through that door, what I'm going to need you to do is to apologize to her. Can you do that for me?" And I said, "Yeah, I know the drill." And so my mom comes in and she sees me and she turns her back, folds her arms, because it's at this moment she just really can't stand the sight of me. Ironically, as she'd been looking for me all morning, but I wasn't in a position to raise that sort of point. And she says to me, "Albert, I just have to know, where were you?" And I sort of just shyly, was hiding underneath my bed. And she says, "Okay, we're going to take you to school. You're going to say you were sick. You're not going to say you're hiding underneath your bed. And we'll deal with this later." And so as I'm in the backseat of the car, sort of reflecting, I was actually, as I recall, maturing at this point because, I was thinking to myself, wow, I really scared my mom this time. I mean, I've done some shit before, but, this one really sort of, yeah. And so I was thinking to myself, I ought to hold off on any more shenanigans and bad behavior. Give her some time. Give her a good day or two. Thank you.